Yo, what's up guys? It's Noah here, and in today's video, I'm going to be talking through a couple player props I like on Prizepicks for tonight's MLB slate on Thursday, August the 24th. We have, I think, 9 total games today, and it is a split slate, so we have, like 4 or 5 early games, and then I think we have like 4 or 5 night games today, so a little bit of a split slate. For the sake of this video, we are just going to focus on 2 plays that I like from the night games. I usually try and give plays out from those later games just because by the time I get these videos up, it's going to be a little bit difficult for people to get plays in from the earlier games because those would start within like the next hour or two. So the 2 props we're going to talk about coming from the later games. As always, guys, we'll talk through these 2 plays. We'll share why I like them. Before we do get started, though, breaking down the plays. If you guys do enjoy these Prizepicks videos, if they do help you out, make sure you hit that like button down below. Hit that subscribe button if you have not yet. And if you guys are new to the channel and if you have never checked out Prizepicks before, you can sign up for Prizepicks and use my promo code Noah. If you do look at the bottom of the screen, when you sign up for Prizepicks with my promo code, you will get your first deposit matched up to $100. So be sure to check them out if you guys have not yet. Also, we are now partnered up with Sleeper. You guys can sign up for Sleeper as well and use promo code Noah over there. Get your first deposit matched up to $100. Sleeper is a little bit different than Prizepicks and Underdog, some of these other DFS apps on Sleeper. It is a dynamic payout system, so depending on what props you take, whether you take the over or the under, the payouts do change. So it's kind of like a sports book, but it's a little bit different. They do offer a multiplier system, giving you a maybe like a 1.5, 1.6x multiplier on a certain prop. But on Sleeper, you can take props that maybe don't have a super high chance of hitting, but they will be props that offer like a really high payout. So for example, when it comes to baseball, you can take guys over 0.5 home runs or 0.5 stolen bases. Obviously, home runs and stolen bases are things that are tough to predict. Really hard, it's hard to tell when a guy is going to get a stolen base or a home run on any given day. So you could get like a 2.5 or a 3x multiplier just off one of those picks alone. So you could take like 2 home run props on Sleeper, pair them together, and get like a 10x payout on a 2-pick entry. Obviously, the payouts are so high because the chances of those 2 guys hitting a home run obviously are low. But if you got a good feeling about a certain prop, if you think a guy has a really good chance to hit a home run in any given day, you could take that over on Sleeper, get a high payout for that. So again, if you guys are not on Sleeper, you haven't signed up over there, get signed up, use that promo code Noah, and again, you will get your first deposit matched up to $100 when you sign up for Sleeper with my promo code. But let's talk about this Prizepicks slate, guys. 2 props I'm liking for Thursday. Been on a nice run lately. Over our last 9 picks that we've given out in these YouTube videos, we're 8-1 over our last 9 picks. So hopefully you guys have been tailing over this nice little stretch we've been on. Let's try and keep it going. So for the first prop that I like for today, we're going to look at a strikeout prop, and then we're actually going to look at a hitter prop that I'm liking for today. Don't take hitter props too often, but there's a hitter prop I do like for the slate. But for strikeouts, we're going to look at Andrew Heaney, 5 strikeouts. I like Andrew Heaney to go over 5 strikeouts here, to have more than 5 Ks. So if you take a look at Andrew Heaney's recent performances as of late, obviously it doesn't look great. Last 5 games, he's only gone over this once. He had a really good game against the White Sox where he got 11 strikeouts, but then he struggled against Houston with only 3 Ks, struggled against Miami, only 4 Ks. Last start against Milwaukee, got just 3 Ks, and then he had just 1 K against San Francisco. So the strikeouts have been down for Heaney as of late. But, some of these matchups have been pretty tough. Like, the Astros are one of the lowest strikeout teams in the league against left-handed pitching. The Marlins have done a really good job not striking out against lefties. Milwaukee's been a lot better as of late, not striking out against lefties. San Fran, you would have expected Heaney to get more than 1 strikeout in that start. But this matchup for today against Minnesota is really good. If we do look at where the Twins rank this season in terms of strikeout rate versus left-handed pitching, Minnesota sits at 3rd highest K rate, 25.5% strikeout rate versus lefties this year. So it's a really good matchup. You take a look at this Minnesota lineup and some of the strikeout rates in this lineup. There are guys in this lineup that will strike out over 30% versus left-handed pitching. Jordan Luplow, 35.3% K rate this year. Royce Lewis, 24%. Vasquez, 30%. Wallner, 27%. And then Michael A. Taylor, 34%. Now, guys like Solano, Polanco, Correa, those guys aren't going to strike out much, but you're going to get some strikeouts from the rest of the hitters in this lineup. And Heaney this season, he's been a decent strikeout pitcher. He does have a 24% K rate. He's a guy that can get Ks when it's a good matchup, and I think this is a really good matchup for him. If we do take a look at DK Sportsbook right now, his line is set at 4.5 on DK Sportsbook, but it's heavily juiced on the over, minus 175 on the over 4.5 Ks for Heaney. So getting this line at 5, I still like the over of 5 on Prizepicks. I think we can at least get a push here from Heaney. If not, he can get a 6+ Ks in this matchup. The spot's just so good. This Minnesota team strikes out so much that I do like Andrew Heaney to have more than 5 Ks here. I know the recent performances don't look great, but if you look at yesterday, Aaron Savale, we took his over 5.5 strikeouts. He had not gone over that line in like 7 straight games. And what does he do yesterday? Gets 9 strikeouts against the Rockies. So sometimes recent performances don't really mean in everything. You got to look more into it. Look at the sportsbook odds. Look at the matchup, and I think it's a really good spot here for Heaney. Sportsbook odds do have him heavily favored to go over 4.5 Ks. Don't mind taking him over 5 Ks on Prizepicks. So that's the first prop I like for today, guys. And then the other prop that I like, again, is going to be a hitter prop. We're going to look at Ketel Marte, 7.5 hitter fantasy score. And I like Marte to go over this line as well. So, Marte, not been hitting the ball that well lately. Definitely been in a little bit of a slump. He did have a big game, though. I think it was a few days ago against Texas. I did take his hitter fantasy score that day. So, maybe, whenever I take Marte, he just comes through for me. But that was a good matchup for him that day. I can't remember who he faced. I think it was against Jordan Montgomery. He had he already had gone over his fantasy score line, I'm pretty sure. And then late in the game, I think ninth inning, he hit a home run off of Aroldis Chapman. But Marte this season has had really good numbers against left-handed pitching. He's hit the ball well against lefties. Marte is a switch hitter, so he'll bat, if it's a left-handed pitcher, he'll bat right-handed. If he's facing a right-handed pitcher, he'll bat left-handed. Well, against left-handed pitching this season, when batting right-handed, Marte has had pretty good numbers. If we take a look at this season versus lefties, almost a 200 ISO for Marte and almost 380 WOBA. His numbers are slightly better versus left-handed pitching than right-handed pitching. His ISO is slightly higher against right-handed pitching, but his WOBA is a lot lower, 354 compared to against left-handed pitching. It's at 378. So really good numbers for Marte versus left-handed pitching this year. Really low strikeout rate, only a 12% K rate. So he's going to put balls in play. And the matchup against Brandon Williamson is pretty good. If we look at Brandon Williamson this season against right-handed hitters, he's allowed a 211 ISO, 327 WOBA. He has been pitching pretty well as of late. Williamson has. He's been getting a lot of strikeouts, but this is not the easiest matchup for him against Arizona. Arizona's been a pretty stout team against left-handed pitching this season. They've been a team that doesn't strike out much. They're going to put balls in play. And if we take a look at implied run totals for tonight, the Diamondbacks do have an implied run total over 5. So Vegas is expecting the Diamondbacks to put up some runs here. Marte should be batting leadoff against a left-handed pitcher. He's had really good numbers against lefties this season. And Williamson has had his struggles against right-handed hitters this year. So I do like the spot quite a bit for Ketel Marte. Doesn't offer really stolen base upside. I do like taking hitters. When I take hitter fantasy score on Prizepicks, I like to go for hitters that can steal bases just because it adds, there's the chances of them getting fantasy points is higher when they can steal bases. But Marte, he puts balls in play. He could get walked. He could score runs, keep driving guys. And if the Diamondbacks do wind up scoring, 5, 6, 7 runs tonight, they have a 5.2 implied run total. I would bank on Marte, contributing to those runs. So these are the two props I like for tonight, guys. It's not the best slate, I'll be honest. There's not a ton of games today. The board's kind of thin, but this is the two props I kind of locked in on right now. I'll share a few more plays for today over on Patreon. Don't know how many more plays I'm going to give out today just because it is such a kind of a gross slate. But I'll definitely post at least maybe like a 4 or 5 pick entry over on Prizepicks. I'll share that on Patreon. I'll include these 2 picks in that entry. I'll also share an entry I'm playing on Sleeper for today. We did have a really good day yesterday on Sleeper. Cashed all 3 of our plays that we played on Sleeper. We took Kevin Gossman. We took that discount prop, and then we paired that with Jose Urquidy under strikeouts, Cole Reagan's over strikeouts. Both those cash. I got 4.5x our payout on that entry over on Sleeper, and then we gave out a 5-pick flex entry on Prizepicks yesterday over on Patreon. Hit all 5 of those plays as well. So got a really good day yesterday. 10x on Prizepicks, and then a 4.5x payout on Sleeper. Hopefully we can do that again though on this slate. But yeah, guys, if you want to check out all the additional Prizepicks plays, Sleeper plays I give out every day, those are on Patreon. Link down below in the description. Check those out if you are interested. But I appreciate you guys watching the video. Hit that like button if you enjoyed. Hit that subscribe button if you have not yet. Go check out Prizepicks as well, guys. If you're not signed up for Prizepicks yet, sign up. Use that promo code NOAH. Get your first deposit match up to $100 when you sign up for Prizepicks with my promo code. Also, check out Sleeper. If you guys are not signed up for Sleeper yet, you can get signed up over there. Use that promo code NOAH over on Sleeper as well and get your first deposit match up to $100. Be sure to check them out if you guys have not yet. But So all that I got for tonight's slate, guys. Good luck. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. Again, we've been on an 8-1 run over our last 9 picks. Hopefully we can keep that rolling after today's slate. Hopefully we'll be on an 11-1 run after today. But again, appreciate you guys watching. We'll see you in the next video. Peace.